Hi, I'm Sandy Eha with the Rolf Experience, back today with my first guest, Jack Gasky, who's here today to talk a little bit about his experience with the Rolf Experience.
Right.
And how you doing today, Jack?
Just fine. Thank you for having me on.
You're so welcome. You made a special trip to come out here today.
Yes, it's about 2.5 hours up here, but glad to do it.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I'd like to have you tell people a little bit about yourself and your history and your just about you in general.
Well, since 1981, I've been a traveling salesman. I've traveled all over the southeastern United States and then done some shows in various parts of the country. And basically, the traveling as I've aged has gotten to me and to my body. As driving in the car, I get some real tension in the back of my neck and some of the other parts of my body, lower back, and my legs get very tired now. And also, flying on a plane, as the planes get smaller, the seats get more cramped. And being cooped up in one of those for 3 or 4 hours at a time has just really kind of started wreaking havoc on my body now that I'm achieved that over 50 age. So, but between that and, every night you're sleeping in a strange bed, and some nights the beds are good, some nights the beds are just horrible. And so I have just really come to the point where I'm tired of living on Tylenol and Advil and Aleve, and wanted to do something about getting my body back into better shape.
So you were in the corporate world, I guess, doing all that stuff and
Absolutely.
Salesman and
Right.
all of that.
Yes, doing travel. But, a lot of this stems from the fact that when I was a kid, I played a lot of sports in high school and in elementary school, and had car wrecks and motorcycle wrecks and things like that. And over the years, it has just taken a toll on my body.
And what kind of stuff did it do to your body?
Well, I've had about 35 broken bones. I have a couple of hundred stitches in my body in various places, and just general soreness and lesions around on my rib cage, especially, which we found out when we started working. And generally, just I have been just not taking care of myself physically. I was very active and played a lot of golf, and back in the 70s and 80s and into the 90s. But as I age, I have found my short game getting shorter and my long game getting shorter, and it's getting harder to hit the ball and really play 18 holes comfortably.
Yeah, and you did mention to me before you had been weightlifting for a while. You've done all these different sports. What else have you done to try to help? Or I guess you did this stuff initially anyway, and then you did more to try to help?
Right. Well, I've been to chiropractors. I've been to acupuncturists. I've been to myotherapist. I've had all kinds of deep tissue massage over the years, and I've gone to various doctors, and basically their only cure for what ails me is a series of extensive surgeries, but I'm not going to go down that road.
So what brought you to the Rolf Experience? What made you want to find out about this, and how did you find out about it?
Well, I have a friend, one of my college roommates, as a matter of fact. He, about 18 years ago, went through the entire Rolf session. And ever since he's had the Rolf work done, he has not had to go to a chiropractor.
So he had the 10 series done?
He had the full 10 series done, and I think since then he's had 2 tune-ups, and but he no longer has to take aspirin, Bufferin, Tylenol, Advil, Aleve.
And he's a physician's assistant, isn't he?
He is a physician's assistant. He's on his feet 8 to 12 hours a day, and is pretty much at the ripe old age of 60 now, as of a few days ago. Still very, very active and able to work 8 to 12 hours on his feet.
Wow. And he works
So,
overtime sometimes
absolutely.
too. Right.
And so, anyway, when he got to telling me about it, I started researching the Rolf experience and, seeing who was available in the Carolinas who had some experience. And after contacting, many people, I have just decided that the original Rolf method in Asheville was the place for me to go. And so I have been coming up here. We have done the first 3 sessions, and I'm up here to do sessions 4 and 5. And I'm feeling better all the time.
So you told me that when you played golf a lot previously, that you had a 7 handicap score.
Right. That was back in 84, 85. I had a 7 handicap, but since then it's ballooned. It's probably in the double digits, into the double digits now. But since we've gotten through the first 3 sessions and after 4 and 5, I think that my back will be limber enough that I will be able to enjoy playing, and I'll get out there more this spring and play a lot more golf and try to get back to a 7 handicap.
Well, that sounds great. I'll see you on the course.
Okay.
You had mentioned that you had experienced some other results from your treatment, from your sessions.
Right. Well, since we have done the first 3 sessions, we took the before and after photos, and believe it or not, even though one of my 3 or 4 chins has gone away because of lymph drainage, and when we measured me last time, I had grown at half an inch in height.
That's right. That's great. And so you notice that you're more flexible, or?
Oh, absolutely. Driving doesn't bother me nearly as much now. And one of the things is I had gotten so hump-shouldered that as I was driving in my car, I actually had to force my neck back to lean against the headrest, and now I find that the headrest is just right there.
Meeting your head. Okay, great.